Fortis B42 official cosmonaut chronograph. Now, Fortis have an amazing, illustrious history that serious horologists will really, well, I'm sure you're probably already familiar with the brand and their importance to the history of watchmaking. But let me just run through it very quickly if you're not familiar. Now, they were founded in 1912 by Walter Vogt in Gretchen, of course, which is Switzerland. Now, what makes them really important to the history of not just horology, but wristwatches especially, 12 years after its establishment, Vogt set up a production company with the hugely important John Harwood. Now, John Harwood, the true horologist among you will already be familiar with that name. He was the inventor of the first automatic wristwatch, and this was in 1926. It's commonly referred to as the Harwood bumper automatic wristwatch. And Rolex, of course, took this idea and developed it into the 360 turning rotor later on. But it was actually Fortis that were the first to manufacture automatic watches for general release. And they also were credited with introducing the world's first waterproof watches. These were the Fortissimo models. Fortissimo in Italian, of course, means very strong. But the history of Fortis does not stop there. In 1962, they released the Spacematic Automatic, which was constructed to hold up in extreme conditions and temperature changes. The watch was then tested by 7 members of a US space mission. In 1994, Fortis introduced very strict endurance tests, and in the same year, the Star City Training Center chose Fortis as the official cosmonaut's chronograph and became issued standard equipment. The Fortis automatic wristwatches have been proven in space many times, and since 1994, Fortis has been the exclusive supplier of manned space missions authorized by the Russian Federal Space Agency. And in 1997, the same watch, the Fortis official cosmonaut's chronograph, which we're having a look at today, became the official watch of the German-Russian space mission MIR-97. Just a phenomenal amount of history there. I mean, we're really scratching the surface, but a hugely important brand. And this really is a space-going automatic watch. The reference number is 6381011M. It's also known as the B42 Cosmonaut. There is also a titanium version. Today we're looking at the stainless steel version. So let's quickly get the specifications out of the way because there's quite a bit to talk about here. We'll start with the dimensions. Now, it is a big watch. The diameter is 44 millimeters. We have a thickness of 15 millimeters. Lug to lug, we're looking at 53 millimeters, and then lug width is 20. So really quite a beast, a monster. But I gotta say, as we'll get to discuss in just a moment, it's not without reason. The entire watch is a brushed stainless steel. There are no polished surfaces on this whatsoever. Look at the screwed lugs. Now, this just illustrates exactly what this watch is all about. Everything on this watch has been designed very deliberately. It is a true tool watch, and you know, I know people ban that word about, but honestly, this has been designed to the most minute detail for task. This particular version comes on this 3-link bracelet.
Ihr robustes, funktionales Design. Das Gehäuse besteht aus Edelstahl und hat einen Durchmesser von etwa 39 mm.
In space, so this was approved for the space program. Now, if you're going to make a watch to dive, it's got to be waterproof. If you've got to make a watch for space, it's got to have a few extra bits. This is a really nice quality watch. The bezel is 60 click, one direction as it should be, feels firm. You can use, it's a nicely knurled edge of the bezel, so if you were wearing gloves, which you might do if you're on a spacewalk, you could still use this. The outstanding thing is the dial, this blue fade dial, which is original, it's how it should be, it's not been sun damaged. We know that, we've got photos of the watches from the time, and it would have come. So all just serviced. There's a couple of little marks on the tips of the lugs. They've got a little shiny because it's bead blasted. Signed crown. We haven't got a movement photo.